say that it feels right.
Hey guys, welcome back for another Clash Royale video. So in today's video we will be taking a look at this off-meta-ish minor control deck with Ice Wiz, Bowler and Goblin Heart. And you have the lightning in this deck. So I reached out to Mostafa, who's I think he's the original creator of this deck, and I had him on the channel like a couple of days ago, so he shared a couple awesome replays. And yeah, without further ado, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to follow Mostafa as well. He has a Twitter and Instagram and a YouTube channel where he posts videos about this deck specifically. So if you want to check out more gameplay on this deck, feel free to check his channel out. And yeah, let's just jump right into our first replay. Okay, into our first game against one of the more popular decks, which is Hawk EQ. He's playing Bancito, and Mostafa is on the bottom of the screen. So the Hawk won't get drawn by the Goblin Heart, which is unfortunate. And now he has to spend a Bats and Laoo, and he decides to support it with Minor. And the Ice Spirit actually missed the Bats, and yeah, the Bats are actually getting a lot of damage onto the tower. And pretty sure he's gonna activate King on the Firecracker. Yep, easy King Tower activation. So Bancito actually did a mistake there with the Ice Spirit. And now Mostafa has a big lead, in my opinion. And he can just nado the Hawk into the King Tower, so it's actually very okay. And he's giving the good game already because he knows it's not that easy for Bancito to come back, because he has Minor and Bats, which are the cards that are very very annoying. But of course Bancito will still try. Ice Wiz for the Valkyrie, and I don't think he'll lock if Bancito doesn't go in with... Okay, he will still lock anyway because maybe he thought Bancito would go in with Hawk or something like that. He wanted to have Nado in his hands. Is he gonna play? Yeah, it's probably gonna Nado. So having a Nado in against Hawk decks are very annoying for the Hawk players. And yeah, I don't think Bancito knows the deck though, because it's actually very off meta. It's still early in the season though, so yeah. I actually saw Mostafa playing this deck like a couple months ago, but he kinda has his own stuff to do, so I think he stopped playing for a while, but now he's back. So yeah, overall a very nice defense by Mostafa. And yeah, it's gonna lightning the Firecracker away, and he's waiting for the Ice Spirit to jump onto the Ice Wizard, and now he's gonna play Bats and Minor to tank, and probably just Nado. Yeah, he's gonna Nado the Hawk back. And there's only 535 HP left on Bancito's tower. You can just Minor and then lightning once or cycle 2 locks. That would do. And it's gonna set up a defense with the Ice Wiz and Ebola reactively. So with the help of the King Tower, the Hawk Rare didn't even get a hit. Now it's gonna lock onto the Firecracker and Minor onto the tower as well. Nado is played for some chip damage, and now it's lightning range. There's only 10 seconds left, and yeah, probably gonna lightning and then GG. Oh, the bowler actually finished off the tower, so yeah. So very nice first game against Hawk EQ. Okay, on to our second game against Alex, who's playing Giant Double Prince. I'd say this is a challenging matchup for Mostafa because he doesn't have that much ground units like skeletons to distract princes, but he does have the bowler though. Bowler and Nado and Ice Wiz are really annoying, but yeah, we'll see. The Fireball nerf, the Ice Wiz nerf, so that they could take off by a Fireball, which impacted the deck like really a lot. So I'm gonna Nado this, like pull the giant back. Yep. And but he'll still try to make it work. Of course, I think this is his favorite deck, so that's why he's using it. It's not like the deck like few months ago, it's not that viable anymore. But yeah, fireball onto the Goblin hut, and the giant actually got a lot of damage though. It's gonna mine onto the tower, and okay, E-Wiz onto the spears, which he can just Ice Wiz, and then is he gonna zap though? I don't think he will. Okay. Now the Ice Wiz will finish off the Mega Minion as well, but the opponent plays a Miner. Now zap onto the bats. Bolo has to come down because or else the Mega would have got a lot of damage alongside the Miner. So now Mostafa is on a 800 deficit. Fireball comes down for the Goblin hut. And yeah, it's probably gonna wait a little bit and just sack the tower. Sack the spears and then go giant to back. That's what giant players usually do. Yep. And now Mostafa, yeah, it's gonna play a defensive miner. That's the play. Ice Wiz on top because it doesn't want to get fireball, and lock to kill the charge. And bowler is played. Notice that the bowler is played on top as well, so he can NATO everything back if he wants to. Okay, he decides to do lightning, which I think it was a bad play because they finish off the prince. Now it's gonna set up a hut, and yeah, the bowler will do a great job with the NATO. It will kill the E-Wiz, which is very important. Now the giant will actually go to waste. Fireball also comes down. Fireball comes down for the bowler as well as the hut, but there's a lot of troops coming down the lane. Miner tanking for everything, and Alex is gonna play zap onto the bats. And yeah, the bowler is still surviving 4-star with Dark Prince, and so Mostafa is slowly getting back the damage, which is pretty nice. Now the opponent tries to go in with Miner. Mostafa is just gonna activate King with NATO there. Nice and easy. So with an activated King, it's actually a lot easier for Mostafa to defend against giant pushes. Now bats onto the E-Wiz. Okay, the opponent didn't predict that. And now the Goblin hut's Goblin will stall the prince for a while. Yep. And yeah, the King Tower and the towers will finish off the prince. Now it's gonna play a high bowler again because he can get some damage if he decides to play a NATO, which he does, and the bowler will actually splash onto the tower as well. So yeah, that was a very nice play, I would say, because it's overtime now. You need to get a lot of damage, so yeah, that's why he played like that. And he still has the Goblin surviving, so yeah, that's why he did that. Even if the bowler was broke through, even if the opponent breaks through the bowler, the spears and the other troops would have helped on defense. And now the opponent is trying to go on offense again with the giant and the mega. Miner is played as well, and probably gonna NATO this onto the spears. Oh, okay, he's gonna play bowler because the spears will finish off the giant actually, and killing the Mega Minion as well. It's gonna play Ice Wiz very high because it doesn't want to get fireball. The opponent fireballs anyway, but misses the bowler though. Bats are played, and now the opponent's going in again. They zap onto the bats, and now Miner will get caught by Alex once again. And Mostafa is just straight up spell cycling at this point because he only needs another lightning to secure the dub. And this deck cycles isn't that slow, so yeah, he's gonna play a Miner and NATO to take the tower. Okay, it's not gonna play the NATO, but yeah, he still win anyway. So yeah, very nice game against Giant Double Prince. I thought it was a bad matchup though, seriously, but yeah. Okay, on to our next game against this Chinese player who's playing Golem. I think he's a streamer in China. I saw my clanmates call him Gao Lao Si. I don't know why, but maybe that's how people call streamers. I'm not too sure. Okay, Mostafa did a very nice play right there. He's gonna activate King on the E-Drag with the Ice Wiz. Okay, the opponent's playing Wizard for some reason, and your Miner's tank for all those stuff, and the bats are still surviving. But yeah, the Wizard actually finished off the Miner, so that was unfortunate. This Chinese player, I recognize him. He plays Golem all the time, so yeah, he knows what he's doing probably. A Golem pro, if you will. Now it's gonna play. Okay, he's gonna apply pressure. I don't think the opponent knows what Mostafa has, because if the opponent knows they have bowlers, I mean, if the opponent knew that Mostafa has bowler, he probably wouldn't do that. Now he's gonna play bats and a minor to support. Okay, Hue Spirit was actually pretty nice, but he missed one bat, and that one bat will actually get a lot of damage with the help of the minor, bringing down the tower to 2660. Okay, and now he's gonna cycle long and probably set up another heart. Okay, the opponent's gonna Golem right away because they are entering double elixir, and the opponent doesn't have a big spell, so if Mostafa wants, he can stack up a lot of troops, but obviously the opponent will try to apply pressure in both lanes or maybe build up a big push in one lane. But Mostafa does have the bowler and the lightning for the E-Drag if the opponent decides to play it, and now NATO onto the Golem as well as the wizard to pull it back, to allowing the bowler to kill it. Now it's gonna play lightning onto the E-Drag, that's what I was saying. Yeah, now the bowler will finish off the Golemites with the help of the spears, and it's probably gonna minor again, or maybe not. It's gonna set up another heart. Okay, it's playing it really slow. Now lock onto the Barb, and the opponent is forced to play Heal Spirit or else the bowler with Guard Shot. Now minor onto the tower, forcing out some response, because the opponent will have to play something, and Mostafa can just bowler and clean up everything. That's what he does, and having the lightning really helps in this matchup because yeah, the lightning, as you can see. Oh, but the opponent did a very nice play with the lightning block with the E-Bubs, and now Mostafa has to play bats onto the E-Drag, and now the spears will finish off the Golemites with the help of the King Tower. And he's gonna minor again, okay, and he's gonna minor at the back because he knows that the opponent doesn't have NATO in hand. The opponent tried to predict the minor of the Golem though. And now bowler comes down. Man, bowler is such an annoying card for the opponent to deal with because the opponent doesn't have a big spell like I mentioned. Is he gonna lightning though? Yes, he will. He doesn't want to complicate stuff, so that's why he did that. And now he's gonna probably log, and well, those E-Bubs get pulled by the spears, and that's pretty much wasted. And now he's gonna minor onto the tower. Now probably NATO to pull the wizard into the range of the bowler to splash onto the tower as well, but the opponent played a NATO of themselves. But the bowler still got a hit though on the tower, and the boulder is actually very annoying as well. And now lining onto the E-Drag because the opponent gave the value, since the opponent couldn't break through anyway, so yeah, that's more than okay to do it. And I think the opponent gave up here, so yeah, the opponent gave up, so I'm just gonna speed it up. So yeah, very nice game against Golem. Okay, on to our next game against Sander, who is playing Goblin Giant Sparky Rage. He's a very good Sparky player as well. He's a top ladder player, obviously. And yeah, let's see how Mostafa will deal with this matchup. Actually, I was seeing this live. He was in my clan, and I saw him playing this live, and I gotta say, it was pretty nice, the matchup, how it went. Okay, now the bats are gonna get some nibble in, and now the opponent has a meat packer coming down the lane, and he's gonna play a bowler at the back. Okay, now Sparky at the back by Sander. And now the spears will get a lot of damage, but that's usually what the Sparky players will do. They will sack some health for elixir advantage, and yeah, the lightning and NATO play wasn't all the best. I mean, wasn't the best, and now Sparky and the E-Waves and the Goblin Giant are coming down the lane, and just look at this. A healthy Goblin Giant is on the tower, and now an Ice Wizard is forced, and yeah, just like that, Mostafa's tower has only 718 HP left. So Sander actually got a really big lead over Mostafa, and now he's forced to play bowler as well. So yeah, he's keep spending elixir, which he doesn't want to spend. Oh, obviously he wants to recoup and then set up a defense and try to get chip damage with minor, but the opponent doesn't let him to do so. Okay, now he sets up a hard. Megamin is played by Sander. Now he's gonna play a Goblin Giant as well. I believe he's gonna play Minor. Yes, he does, because a Minor on defense is actually very broken. Okay. And yeah, Sander still has the damage lead, obviously. Now he's gonna play Dark Prince at the back opposite lane. Might try to pressure opposite lane, maybe, or he's just forcing out something from Mostafa, which he played a bowler. Now he's gonna pressure with Goblin Giant and Mega alongside Ewiz and Light. Okay, he's not gonna line it. Okay, he's gonna Minor and then Nado to pull everything into the range of the bowler, so that it could help out on defense. And now Zap onto the tower, spell cycling, because Sander doesn't have a big spell, so he can only rely onto the Zap to get some chip damage. And well, he's slowly getting back the damage with the spells like Log or Nado or something like that. And yes, he's keep defending Sander's push, because yeah, like I said, the first push from Sander was a mistake by Mostafa, so that's why he got that much damage. And now he's slowly getting back into the game with Minor. And yes, okay, he won't. Okay, he's gonna pass up on this lightning value, and he decides to set up another hut. Bowler is played again. Man, Bowler on defense is actually very broken, man. Yeah, just look at it. Oh my god. Now Nado is played onto the Goblin Giant as well, because he doesn't want. I mean, it's better to be safe than sorry, so that's why he did that. Now he's probably gonna Minor again. Okay, he's gonna set another hut. Okay, so turned out to be not that much Minor based. Or maybe he's waiting for triple elixir. Okay, he's gonna play Minor now. And ooh, the Dark Prince is actually really close to the tower. He might Nado it. Okay, he does Nado, and the bowler is splashing onto the tower. He only needs another bowler hit, and yeah, that's GG. Lightning and Log will finish it. Oh, Lightning will finish it. So yeah, a very nice comeback by Mostafa against Sparky, Goblin Giant Rage. Yeah. Okay, so once again, I want to thank Mostafa for coming onto the channel. Don't forget to check out his Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube and all those stuff. Link will be in the description, and feel free to try out this off-meta deck. And he actually tilted a bit. He was pretty high like 3 days ago, but yeah, things aren't the best for him right now, so I wish all the best for him. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe and like this video for more videos. And yeah, and I'll see you in the next one. By the way, next one will be really good because it features a card that has not been played a lot. Actually, it's two cards that have not been played a lot. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. See ya.